All right, welcome back to We Tried It. It has been a minute, but the weather is finally nice here in Colorado, and it's a little windy. As you see, the camera shaking a little bit, but I've got a brand new bike. Whoa! Oh, shoot. All right, let's just do one more. All right, welcome back to We Tried It. As you can see, the weather is finally cooperating with us here. And I have got a very interesting new e-bike for you today. It's called the Mukkpet, not the Muck Puppet like I said when I was putting it together, but is it any good? It's called the Suburban. I'm not quite sure why, maybe I'll find out in this review, but here's the craziest thing about this. You can buy this bike right now for only $759. Can this bike possibly be any good? Let me walk you through the bike, take you for a test spin, and I'll tell you exactly what I think, what I love, what I don't love, and if it's worth about 800 bucks. You can't really find a better deal on a fat tire e-bike. So let me go walk you through this bike, then we'll go take it for a spin. I'll let you know exactly what I think. Let's do it. All right, let me first walk you through a couple of the features of this Mukkpet Suburban. You can see it has got a nice big fat front and obviously back rear tire here. It does have a nice just standard battery on there. It just has a range of about 40 to 45 miles. It is called the Suburban. But overall, it's a just great looking e-bike. It's got this nice big bright light up in front. You can see it here. The other shadows. Has disc brakes, not hydraulic brakes. Has manual disc brakes versus hydraulic disc brakes. Does come with a nice 7-gear transmission. This is the throttle right here. It's a twist throttle. I always tell people, hold on to the brake when you get on. It actually has a very surprisingly nice display. It's kind of hard to see in the sun here. I'm wearing polarized sunglasses and not having a problem seeing it whatsoever. It's got some nice green accents on the side. It does have the funky, I don't know why bike companies do it, but like the speaker cable charging cord. That's always funny to me. This is a size small. Here it comes with this bike seat and the rack. The rack is about the only real thing besides the front tire you have to put on, but it has these nice brake lights that I believe, if you turn them on, might be hard to tell, but yeah, if you turn on the brake here, it will light up in the back so people know that you are stopping. Let me give you a quick other tour around the bike. I also include these front fenders and also the rear fenders as well. Pretty cool, huh? All right, looks like the camera didn't get damaged too badly. You see a couple of dots, they keep following each other. They are not UFOs. They are little scratches on my camera. I'll get that fixed up in the next couple weeks here, but you may see a couple little dots. Let's go take this for a spin. Wasn't that bad. Dogs barking behind me are awful though. Let's go take a spin though. All right, very, very simple LED display here. I dig it. Ooh. Like the fat tires. I also forgot to mention in the very beginning part that there is this front suspension. I have it locked in pretty good right now. There is that front suspension. Ew. Nice. Let's go back to our typical spot and we'll do a quick brake test just to show you how fast this thing brakes. It does have a nice aggressive little stance. I really do like it. It's pretty easy to ride, gets up and gets going, not too fast, not too slow. It does have a 750 watt motor. So far the only thing about it that I have not loved is in the manual disc brakes, but that is a way to save a little bit of dough. Let's go do this for one more time here. See if we can get going back up to 24 or 25 miles an hour. It says, I double checked on the website while I was there. It said 25 miles an hour. Let's see what we can do. Oof. 21, 22, 23, 23.5. Brake, I mean, even though it has these mechanical disc brakes, pretty rocking little disc brakes here. Let's go take this a little bit semi-off-roading and I'll tell you how that goes here. Let's do it. Now, this does have both pedal assist and throttle. You'll see how handy throttle comes in right up here. So I'm just gonna go across this street and this next one without a throttle. Cool. Got some trees planted over here. Let's go say hi to my friends back here. Now let me unlock, do a little bit of a thingy majig here. I forgot to mention at the very beginning, what is the light came on nice and bright. That you can adjust obviously the holdouts on these. Let's see where we're at here. Let's see here. A little bit tight and still. Man, come on, this is awesome. What a beautiful day. As I mentioned before, it's really tough to find a sad person riding an e-bike. So you always look over. Oh, it's so cute, but they're so gross. Ugh. What did I go for? There's a bunch up ahead. They're warning them, we're coming. Now I want to talk about two very minor annoyances on this. Dude, I'm trying to film a video here, okay? I don't know if you can hear it, but there are two guys talking to each other in stereo. Anyway, two very minor annoyances I found out so far on this bike. One is just simply the placement of this kickstand here. This kickstand is nothing, wrong with it per se, but this kickstand is right about where your foot goes. I'll move the camera over to the other side so you can see it, but it's right about when your foot kicks back. I'll show you here. I mean, look how close that is, and so it's really easy to get that hit right there. I'm sure we could move it or figure out a different solution for that, but right off the bat, that's the first thing that I did not care for when I was looking at this, but not a huge deal for like I said, like an $800 e-bike. Can't be perfect. And then the other thing is this is really close to where I put my thumb. And I can probably adjust this a little bit. I'm pretty sure I can, and I will. Yep, I can adjust it using that little screw down there. The little screw down there, I can move this over so it's not so, I accidentally hit the down button actually more than anything else. But let me move the camera to the other side, and you can see it as I ride along how close it is. It gets to this spot down here, okay? Cool? Quiet. They're also noisy. All right, now let me just show you exactly how close this gets to it on this side and how close my thumb gets over here. But let's go do it. Shush, dude. I'm gonna come get you. I'm gonna come get you. Oh, you're bye-bye. Okay, I see how it is, Mr. Tough Guy. But look how close this hits over here. It's pretty dang close, and it's kind of a iffy thing right there. So you should be careful. A bunch of guys going for a trip over here. Watch out, Steve! Alan! Steve! $19, $20 miles an hour, no problem whatsoever. This bike just handles whatever you throw at it. I mean, seriously. Oh, it's funny how the little guys got to play too today, like I am. Let's go just a little bit farther. You know, I do appreciate this is a nice little gentle e-bike. Like to get going, it doesn't just like take off. Like even at pedal assist level 5, it just smoothly kind of gets up there. It doesn't really take off like some of the other cheaper e-bikes I have tested. You can also get this e-bike on Amazon. There is a $200 delivery fee on Amazon for right now, but I believe it's even cheaper on Amazon, so it puts it at pretty close to the same price. So keep that in mind. If you're an Amazon shopper, you can usually get 5% back to spend on, guess what, more Amazon, huh? Let's cross this area over here and, whoa. Ooh, this bike just, whoa, I really scared that guy. It scared me. I'm gonna ran him over. Get out of the street, little guys. Woo! This is no problemo. Whoa. Sweet. I am a big fan. I'm gonna go take a little bit of a long way home to show you a little more trails, what this bad boy can do. You know, assembly of this e-bike was pretty easy. The only thing that I had any sort of issue with whatsoever was the front wheel. And it was a little bit of an issue just simply because the front wheel does not have the spring skewer, the quick release skewer found on most e-bikes. So you just gotta make sure it's nice and tight. If it's too tight, you just gotta loosen them just a tiny, teeny bit, but not a whole lot. And you will not have any problems whatsoever with that. So just check that out. Make sure you're paying attention to you can feel that it's actually not on there tight enough, because when you hit the brakes, it'll kind of like make this weird, kind of like lunging motion. So just be careful of that when you're thinking about it. And another safety tip is I always tell people, you know, you're gonna be going a lot faster than most people assume that you are. And so gotta make sure that people crossing the street are paying attention. Like that guy was not paying attention whatsoever. But that's why you gotta be a defensive rider. And there's some pretty aggressive squirrels here too. Woo! Nutty, nutty. Do, 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 do. Oh, nutty, nutty. Let's, I guess we'll go around. Go this one more this way. Man, I am very thoroughly impressed with this bike. I have to say, I was not expecting a whole lot. I mean, just keep it real with you. But this bike, Mukkpet. Funny name, serious e-bike, huh? It's fun. People always ask me, okay, well, what's the deal with fat tires? Why would you want a fat tire e-bike? Because a lot of the e-bikes these days tend to be fat tires, and here's the reason why. They're just really forgiving. They're kind of like, instead of having a great suspension, like an amazing suspension, you can have an okay suspension and fat tires. And those fat tires are just very, very forgiving. They will not, you will not feel as many bumps and everything. That's why so many e-bikes have fat tires. They're just a little bit more forgiving. Ooh, and you guys don't have smell-o-vision out here yet, but see, look, that almost hit that right there. See how that can easily get stuck? So just be very careful on that pedal there. And obviously I'm doing a little bit less pedaling than I normally do because I'm trying to test out the electric power on the bike, but so far, so good to me, man. And woman. I mean, seriously, can you be in a bad mood on a day like today? No way, Jose. Yes, sir? Now let me show you the difference between different pedal assist levels on here while I've got you. Red light blinking, yep. Okay, so here's pedal assist level 0. Now, as with most e-bikes, I do wish they had a little bit more gear variability here. This is in 7th gear. Now you can pretty much keep it in any gear you want. Here's pedal assist level 1. Slight little pickup. 2. A little bit more. 3. Even more. 4. Even more. But it's just smooth. It's not this jerky like some of the other ones we've tested. And then let's see pedal assist level 5. No problem whatsoever. Now let's do the infamous hill test. Woo-hoo. It's a pretty steep hill, and no problem. Handless whatsoever. 19, 20 miles an hour, pretty good. I mean, come on. What more do you want? $7.59, is that what this cost? Sheesh. I'll tell you more about who this bike is for up next, but there's not a whole lot wrong with this one. Now, whoa, that was, how did that happen? That was trippy. I'm gonna have to watch the replay on that. Whoa, let's turn that off. That's scary. Oh. Today has been a never had that happen. I'm gonna have to rewind it. Let's see what happened. Okay, I'll put in my commentary here. Well, that was spooky, dude. Now, whoa, that was, how did that happen? Now, minus the fact that this somehow got haunted, that was scary. And especially when my camera fell earlier, I'm like, oh no. Not again, I'm gonna have busted up even more. But so the fact it's kind of haunted, I'm still like super confused. How the heck did that happen? I'll watch the replay again. My first inclination is maybe this got stuck and then it was the throttle got stuck and I didn't have the brake. I had the brake arm, I was getting off and I just want to let go. I don't know, it's weird. Two minor nitpicks besides it being haunted. Whew, scared me. One is, like I mentioned, the placement of the controls. You can unscrew that and move it over here, but I accidentally was hitting the down button a whole lot. And then more problematic, in my opinion, is just how close this is to the kickstand. You can remove the kickstand, you can get different kickstands, you do all kinds of different things. That is, it's not a deal breaker, but it is a pretty big issue, especially if you're, just using this bike a little bit. You're gonna kind of forget that you have your foot so far forward on the pedal, which I know is the right way, or at least I think is the right way to do it. And the bike is haunted, so there's that too. But like I said, for $759 or whatever it is, 800 bucks, like there couldn't be much more that I would ask for. I would like a bike that's not haunted. They had to save money in a couple different areas. They have a cheaper shifter on here. They have the manual disc brakes versus the hydraulic disc brakes. I'm impressed with the computer that they came with it. It's pretty awesome. This little controller is okay. It's not great. It's not terrible either. It does have a 750 watt modem. This e-bike does look a lot like some of the other e-bike batteries that I've seen. I don't care for the speaker wire ones. No reason, but just because not very many people, maybe not many different, easy for me to say. I'm not a big fan of the speaker wire outlet holes here, just because not very many other bikes and scooters use it, but so it doesn't make it so I can use like different chargers. So that is a little bit of a deal, but not a deal breaker. Good seat, good weight, good range, good speed. I mean, if you are just looking to get into the world of e-bikes, I don't think of another bike I would recommend if you don't want to spend a lot of money. Sure, if you're going to be riding e-bikes a lot, you may want to look into another brand like Rad Power Bikes, Aventon, one of the ones that are maybe a little bit more reputable, been around, sold a couple more bikes. But for this deal, man, you sure can't beat it. If you have any questions or comments, let us know in the comments below. And I hope to see you again real soon. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. That's how we make more of these, is by getting you to watch them. And if there's something else that you want to see us talk about in these reviews, just let us know. We're just a family here in Colorado doing our best to give you the best reviews that we can, and hopefully you like them. Thanks again. That was spooky.